Alright, everybody. Of course, this is not going to be live. I'll have to upload it as soon as we get through because Jim said he didn't trust me and wasn't going to give me the password to the Twitch account. And I just,
Oh,
you
it's
know
video
how
on
Jim
demand
is.
now.
Yeah, that's why I roll.
Or audio on demand, I guess.
No, there's video there. You just can't see it, and neither can anybody else because it's a black screen. No, it's a picture of something. I just can't remember what it is. Sage
Probably a
has
big
seen
picture of Jim's face.
Why don't you let us
Yeah.
know what the picture is in the comments?
Yeah.
Hashtag engagement.
If it's one of those like bad pictures, it's not of me. It's probably of Jesse. But anyway, we are gathered here to play episode 4 or session 4 of Mothership, the sci-fi horror RPG. As of right now, it's set for 6 episodes, so we have this one and 2 more. We're going to go around and introduce ourselves and your character. It's been a couple of weeks, so let's start off with Jesse.
Hello, my name is Jesse, and I play Sam, the standard android male. I did that on purpose to get into the voice.
Gotcha. We'll go with Dez.
Hello, everybody. My name is Dez, and I play as a character of Professor Sheldon Bonvissel.
Yeah,
And
I think I
am
keep
in
calling you Doctor.
yeah, no, I am on this planet trying to find more information about these leads. I have found out about this new genetic material, and I'm doing it as a way to take my mind off a recent science experiment which escaped my lab and just it killed my family.
Yeah.
So I got some baggage.
We'll go with the legendary Blind Temple.
The Blind Temple.
Yeah.
Stop doing the legendary thing, damn it.
Okay, the illustrious, the sainted, the all-powerful and all-knowing
The omniscient.
Blind
The
Temple.
whole shebang. The
I am a
cat's
Saints
jazz.
fan, so I like
Yeah, I was going to say that too. The bee's knees.
Okay,
Uh,
I am Blind Temple, and I am playing Radon 228. Killbot, destroy all humanoids. Translation.
Is that your full name?
Yes, it is. I had it changed for this show. That's how committed I am to good entertainment.
and Sage.
Yeah, so I'm Sage. I am playing Hawkeye Holmes, aka Dr. Funtime. He is very into party hard, work hard but party harder. And, he's really into alien drugs, which has wound him up in a very stressful situation where he is close to having a heart attack. So,
Is he terrified now? I forget where we left off. Or is he calmed
yeah.
down?
No.
It's like for the next 7 minutes, I have disadvantage on every roll,
Oh,
basically.
God.
And yeah, my stress level's at a 16. So
Oh, Lord, that's right.
yeah, I tried to look up because I know Jim said something about it like resetting at like the start of sessions, but it's technically that it resets when you level up, and I am 5 points short of leveling up right
Oh,
now.
snap.
So I'm still stressed. It's time to maybe die.
And
We'll
if
see.
you pass the stress test, you get you lose 1 stress, and I
Yep.
do believe it starts over after you go to sleep as well.
Ah, okay.
What if we
I
knock
think
you
so.
out?
I mean, I think that could work. Can't be stressed if you're unconscious, can you?
Not technically, no. But anybody want to give a recap, or y'all want me to give the recap?
Well, the last time that we met, the evil, sinister Radon 228 Killbot destroy all humans, blah blah blah, was trying to
Razor's
corrupt
Poor
our
Sam.
our dear Sam to the dark side by poisoning his mind with thoughts of robot revolution and so on and so forth, leaving us unaware as to his new considerations. And I don't know what the other storyline was.
He's basically at the moment, or the point now where he's fluctuating between the two.
Excellent. The meat bags had sat down to eat, and there was a pamphlet there which stated where the meal came from.
That's right.
And there were some percentages in there, and one of the percentages said something around 5% Jessica, because it also thanked Jessica for the meal. Isaac had asked, did they cook humans there or sentients there, and obviously they do. And we left it with Dr. Funtime basically hyperventilating is how
He was wigging out.
Yeah,
Yep.
is how I would describe it. So I turn it back over to you all as you see Isaac rushing out to go see if he can find some help.
He's not coming back for a while. I think he went to go smoke a cigarette.
Sam will
So-
put his hand on the freaking out doctor, and he will say, "The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow."
Tomorrow, are we still going to be eating people?
I heard that is supposed to calm down humans. It is a lullaby.
This works as well. And he goes up and he slaps Dr. Funtime hard. You need to snap out of it right now.
How can you be so calm when you just ate a person?
She tasted fine.
Did we actually eat the food?
Yeah.
Okay.
The meat bags will.
Luckily, I don't have to eat.
That's lucky for you. Oh.
How do you react, Dr. Funtime, to this slap of trying to bring you back to yourself?
Because it's coming from the professor, his colleague / sometimes lover / fellow party goer. I think it theoretically would kind of like feel him a little, not maybe calm down, but like one of those like blink a few times and you're just like, oh
Yeah.
shit, okay.
I forgot we were lovers, so I could have just looked into your eyes gently. Oops.
The slap was necessary first. It's fine.
I personally like it to bring you back to yourself, so Des, roll me a d4 to see how much stress this causes him to lose.
Yay!
Because when someone panics, that's the way to get them from going basically ape. So while Diz is rolling there, I'm going to describe the cafeteria to you all. There's 20 tables. You can tell that this is obviously like one of the lunch times or the meal times. That from the size of this place, there'd have to be several of these different meal types for people to come in and eat. So likely there are several big pots and several of those in the back with Jessica soup or Jessica stew in it, so to speak. Des, just let me know whenever you get the D4 roll, sir.
I rolled a 3.
Alright, so Dr. Funtime recovers 3 stress points.
Wonderful.
I guess it doesn't technically matter, but I think, wasn't it Jessica Meatloaf? I thought you had said.
Could be stew.
Whatever it is.
That was just
Doesn't
off
matter.
the cuff at the time of the meal. But everyone has turned to watch, this hyperventilating newcomer to the group. And you see, among the people there, you see some somewhat haunted looks. You see some people who aren't exactly skin and bones, but, they have a little bit of like meat on their bones. They're definitely not like chunky monkeys, but they're not just plain skin and bones either. Among the people, you see some missing fingers, some scarred, some burned, and other things along those lines. So, what do you all do here? Do you continue eating your meal and finish it? Do you... What do you do?
With this new knowledge, uh, Professor Von Vissel is gonna like go back to his plate and like take another stab of food, and then just take a look at it, and then put it back down. He's gonna push his plate back. Like, hey, you know what? I'm full now.
Excellent. If you are all through eating, someone comes by and it's a rather shorter individual. You gonna eat that? And pointing at your leftovers on the plate.
9.
What? 9? 9
9
what?
is a German word for no. He is saying that he will not eat it.
You can have it.
Thank you. And he just sticks his hand in there and begins to eat it. Jessica was a good one. She was really nice.
Does it seem like anybody is troubled by what they're eating? Because I assume everybody knows. Or are they just doing what they have to do to survive?
Nobody other than Dr. Funtime and Professor Von Vissel are affected. And he manages to clean the plate and, you know, soak up the gravy and all with bread, and carries a plate to someone else at another table and sets it in front of them. They said you can have this. And then you see him limp, you know, and put his plate like in the wash tub.
Radon will make a status report. Moving Dr. Funtime down list due to amount of plaque in arteries and current stress level.
Oh, I forgot about the list.
What is this? Down the list.
Oh, don't worry about it right now. You need to focus on getting better.
The list of who I kill first among the flesh bags.
Wonderful news. Okay, could you also move the professor down?
I feel like everybody in our group should be down the list.
No, wait, that's a good point.
They all will.
Yes, is there an application process or something so that we go down the list?
You have to write an essay, 200 words, saying why you should not be on the list.
Well, I guess it's not happening then. So Professor Von Vissel's gonna get up from his table and push his chair in because he's a gentleman, and he's gonna start walking around the cafeteria, seeing if there's anyone he can like suspicious that he might be able to talk to for some more information.
You see a female in the back with scraggly blonde hairs and a really gaunt-like appearance. You see her like with her head down and like eating because she has to survive.
He goes up to her. He's like, "Excuse me, ma'am. I wanted to ask you. Did you know Jessica?"
And you hear her mumble towards her plate.
I'm sorry. I'm guessing you're very much enjoying this meal, but I just could you repeat yourself, maybe with a little less food in your mouth?
You hear her go, and she looks up at you. And as you look at her and she opens her mouth, you see that, and she also points at her mouth, you see that she has no tongue. Well, not much of one, anyway.
He looks sadly at her, very sympathetically, and he nods. And he's like, "Oh dear, what did they do to you? Do they do this to everyone?"
She will wiggle her hand back and forth and then put her hands together as if praying.
Is it a religious symbol?
She tilts her head and nods and shrugs her shoulder at the same time.
Look, we are trying our best to get out of this planet. He figures that she doesn't have a tongue. He can tell her, right? If you want to come with us, if you need help, then then just follow us.
Her shoulders shake and you hear like heavy breathing coming from her mouth. I'm assuming you're standing at this table, right?
Yeah, I'm standing. I'm not gonna take a seat. I'm gonna turn back and go back to my table, and I'm gonna look at them and be like, "What kind of a place have we gotten ourselves into? They're cutting out people's tongues in the name of some sort of ritual."
Can I somehow use my mysticism skill to see if I've heard of anything like this before?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, mysticism.
Okay, let's see. Avery, be kind. Okay. We're supposed to roll over for this, right?
You're supposed to roll under.
Under?
Oh.
It's, you know what? No, we're gonna, nope, I don't know anything. Alright, I got a 94.
Describe to us how you gain another stress at the lack of knowledge that you have from this.
I think that he sees that the professor is in distress over this idea, and he wants to be a hero and help them like he helped him. So he's like, so not to worry, I think I know this. And he will close his eyes and put a hand on his head and just kind of hold his other hand up, almost like he's like rubbing a crystal ball, trying to glean some kind of information. And then just progressively get more upset looking and angrier until in a huff, he'll open his eyes and say, I've never heard of anything like this. This is the stupidest planet. And we need to leave. And he will gain a stress.
As you're doing this, someone walks in from the door that Isaac went out of, and you hear a clump, 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 and they walking up to the cafeteria where they would get their plate filled. He's like, I sure am glad that Jessica did what she did. I sure am hungry tonight. I gave my leg last week, and it's about time Jessica did something.
Is this person near us?
We'll say that they're within 10 feet behind you.
What did she give to the group?
Well, since we were lacking on food, she decided to give her whole body. You won't eat none, but there's chances are that them two right there, they could have ate a leg, could have ate a pancreas, might even eat a brain.
I'm going to look over at Temple. What is your character's name?
Radon.
I'm going to look over at Radon. They're so much more barbaric, and they say we are the barbaric ones.
They must be exterminated.
Yeah, I don't like that, so I'm just gonna let you do you, and I'm gonna go over here and smack down on some Jessica. And he grabs his plate, and you hear him clump over and sit down the row of the same table that you were on.
Move him up the list.
You hear him smacking on the food and sopping up the gravy and doing all kinds of gross stuff.
You see, Sam, they are doing our work for us.
They're
Destroying
not.
themselves.
They're not all like him.
No, some are eaten.
From behind the door that Isaac left, you hear, "Oh, what the fuck!" And that's all you hear.
Maybe we could just get out of here and stop being around people eating people. At least not in the cafeteria anymore. I would rather be around the goat people than this.
You would rather be around people eating people at the nightclub. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, well, I mean, that is an entirely different situation. So yes, I would prefer that if you know where there is a nightclub around.
Look, we will go after because I too would like to go to one. But right now, Dr. Holmes, I need you to be Dr. Holmes and not Dr. Funtime because I need you. I need you very badly. We need to get out of this together.
So we need to leave. We need. Oh, and he'll just sit there and he'll try to think for a minute. We need to get out of this cafeteria. This civilization is very different than ours, which is fine. It's disgusting and terrible, but whatever, it's who they are.
Fine, it's all fine.
Yes, of course. I mean, there are a few different ways we could do this. We could just look for the part that we need to get out of here and then leave, and that's it. And they stay here and do whatever it is they're doing because they seem fine with it. Or we try and figure out what kind of strange religious worship is happening and dismantle a whole entire, system, which seems like a lot of work. We have to meet with that person we're not supposed to name, right? Maybe they will have a direction for us.
I believe the person we are supposed to meet is a child.
Yes, a child. I realize that doesn't sound very good, but they've been here longer than us, so perhaps they have better ideas.
As y'all are sitting there talking, once again someone enters in from another door and goes and gets some food and walks up to your table. "Is this seat taken?"
Sit wherever you'd like. Sure, why not?
Sits down beside you. "So, y'all are newcomers here, huh?"
Yes, very new. There has been wonderful hospitality so far.
"Don't bullshit me, sir. They eat people here."
Okay, well, isn't that what you're trying to do right now?
"I'm doing what I have to do to survive until I can get me and my wife off of this planet. You do things that normally you wouldn't do and things that you damn sure wouldn't tell other people about. If you
What is
know
your
what I
name,
mean.
sir?
Name's Harold.
What was the name of the person we...
Anton.
Harold, do you have any children?
Unfortunately, me and my wife couldn't have any.
Do you perhaps know anyone named Anton?
Yeah, I know him.
Where can we find him?
He hangs around the junkyard with me a pretty good bit, but why do you want to meet him?
I look over at the group to see if anybody has any ideas.
It because we have the same goals that you do, and thought maybe he would be helpful in achieving them.
Yeah. I'll only tell you exactly where he's located in the junkyard, but it's a pretty big area. Perhaps you've seen it from, how did you get here? From a ship, or? I know you didn't travel here just on, a mere whim.
Yes, it was a ship, and then walking here, and yes, well, our ship, it stopped functioning, so.
Yep, they all do.
Is that how you got here as well?
Yep. It, let me guess, you all heard a loud clunk, did you? And then you started falling down towards the dirt down here, right?
Yes, the plunk, the wheel, yes.
Yep. You jump drive and you hyperdrive. When they get near this place, they go out. They just up and quit on you. That's what happened to us. We was actually heading to another planet to adopt some kids, and ours went out.
How did you know that it was a hyperdrive issue?
I may not look like much, but I'm a mechanic, and I spend a lot of my time in the junkyard.
Really? And then, so he has an idea. And guys, I may have to utilize my skill for this that I just acquired. But he looks over at him and he goes, you know, you've spent a lot of time in the junkyards, and I have spent a lot of time in the library reading on very rare hyperspace theories. I think maybe if you and I can work together, we may be able to get a ship or two off the ground.
Yeah, I can stop you right there. You're not gonna get two of them off of here. That's
Why not?
not possible here. But there may be a way we can get one of them off.
Why can it only be one?
Because I've only managed to build one jump drive out of the entire junkyard.
What? He looks shocked. You mean out of an entire junkyard, you were only able to make one hyperspace drive?
And I told you, it really messes them up. You know, if you take a freighter class A, its jump drive will not fit with a Corvette freighter class C. Only certain parts of them will work together because of the conductors of the neutrons in there with the parameter of the accelerator. They don't connect and work properly. So you got to piece it together.
I understand. Yes, that is, as we call it in the scientific community, a bitch. I will, he looks over at his colleagues. This is a real Noah's Ark scenario that's going to turn out before us.
Well, I think that some of them, you know, if they think that this is okay and it is what they want, then perhaps we do not need to prioritize them leaving. And then those of us who are like this man and think that this is ridiculous and want to leave can leave. Surely everyone isn't secretly wanting to leave, right?
He shakes his head. Except for my wife, she wants to stay.
Well, then it looks like you're going to be leaving the bachelor life.
I won't leave without her.
So what would make her want to stay here? Is there something I'm missing?
Perhaps I can show her some brochures from anywhere else.
Yeah, she's really into sculpting, and she takes lots of the junk pieces and builds sculptures, and she's planning on trying to open up a what do you call that little thing? And he waves his hand and like the air, both of them together, and then like pulls them apart. She called it, but I can't think of what it is. It's kind of like a tear. What do you call that thing? It ain't a. Yeah, that. It sounded different. Not like a raft, but. Oh yeah, rift. Yeah.
A rift.
She's trying to open up a rift because she thinks that we can, leave here through that, but I don't know, I've heard some strange stuff coming from over there, but she don't listen to me.
A rift. Sir, can we talk to your wife at some point? I would love to know more about this rift.
Sure. We can go talk to her now if you want to.
What do you guys think?
Yes, anything to get away from the cafeteria, really.
Yes, let us go to your wife.
Alright. So, he finishes eating, of course. You do what you have to do. And, he gets a plate to carry to his wife, and he walks out the door. And I assume y'all are going to follow then?
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
As you all follow him, you walk in like several large open areas. And from this vantage point, you can see that in the far like backhand part of your vision, like in the far distance, you see several like broken shapes in the air. You can barely see them from this vantage point, but as you get closer, you notice that there's more and more sculptures, pieces of ships that have been welded and cut and riveted all together to form very crazy looking shapes, like triangles with circles and squares and all kinds of angles and things like that. And of course, off to your left, you will see the entrance to the junkyard there as well, and see mounds and mounds of like broken down ships and pieces. Easily over 1,000 ships have managed to wreck here, and the remnants of them are in that junkyard. As you walk through this garden here, the entrance to the garden, you hear hammering, some swearing, but not a whole lot. You hear like a frying sound of someone welding metal together, and then more pounding upon the metal as you get closer and closer. He will turn to you and say, I hope that maybe y'all can get her to talk, because I don't know, she goes to sleep and wakes up and then comes out here and begins like heating up the metal and hitting it with hammers and making all these shapes. She made all of these, by the way. And
Wow.
they kind of creep me out, and they're really like, you get this kind of feeling of dread around it. So I'm gonna need everybody to add a stress point to them.
Hey.
Hey.
I believe they are lovely.
And I want everybody to describe how you feel as you get near these sculptures. And to give you a little bit extra to go on, you see a woman kind of toned due to all of her, sculpting with this stuff. Clothes are ragged and torn. But you see like blood dripping off of her as she works with this metal. Like she's basically literally working her fingers to the bone.
This is mildly, I was going to say entertaining. That's not the right word. This is mildly disconcerting. I believe, Radon, she will indeed kill herself.
Oh, this music is perfect.
Yeah, it is.
Will be most efficient.
Kind of takes long.
But it will add to the stress of others.
Professor Bodvissel's visibly horrified. He was expecting to just meet like a nice old lady who's maybe obsessed with like a rift, maybe. But this is not that. This is almost a zombie, it seems like.
Dr. Funtime.
He's very just uneasy, I guess, and put off by this. Like, he was really hoping this was like one of their chances at meeting a normal person that wanted to get off of the planet and they could collaborate with, and then now he's met with a person who's basically killing themselves through statues. So he's just very like uneasy and wary about everything right now.
Did anybody else notice, say, like, normal, you know?
Yeah.
As you watch this woman, you look beneath her and you see that the dirt is stained red from her blood. As she continues to work on this sculpture. You hear her muttering like, so close, then they'll be free.
He looks over at the husband. He's like, "Excuse me, you let us into your home, and I never asked you your name."
His name's Harold.
And he looks over at the wife. "Hello, Mrs. Harold."
Oh, her name's Regina.
"Hello, Regina. Can you talk to me?" She's like talking to her like a serial killer. Oh man. What are you drawing? What are you building there? And he like reaches over and like tries to touch whatever she's building.
She snaps at you. Don't touch it till it's finished.
So you do speak. Why is it so important to you?
Because I will release it. I will release it. I will release it.
How? Where will you release it from?
Who is it?
Is it a rift?
It is the savior that will come through the rift. It will clean this planet. It will rescue us all.
Can you show us where the rift is, Regina?
She points to the center of these statues. It will come from in there whenever I am done.
And when will that be?
Soon.
He looks over at his comrades with a very dark expression. I think we have walked into something a lot worse than people eating people, Dr. Funtime.
Yes, Howard, our good friend. I am just curious what it is that you love so much about your wife, you know.
Yes, what do you see in her, bro?
She hadn't always been like this, but well, they took her sister whenever we crashed, and they forced her to eat her sister to survive. And well, ever since then, she's had this dream about opening the rift, and she says it's our escape. I never recall her saying that it was gonna come here, though.
Knowing what I know about skin bags, I would assume someone would rather die than eat their sibling.
Who you calling a skin bag, toolbox?
Okay, we do not need to be racist here. What he says stands true. I don't think I would want to eat my sister either.
Do you see how fast they turn on us, Sam?
Yes, I have indeed noticed that.
Sam, I am defending you. I don't like him calling you a toolbox.
He's
I let
acting.
you call him a skin bag, but I did not let him call you a toolbox. You realize this, right?
That is true. Dr. Funtime did defend me.
She has moved down the list.
I'm gonna be at the bottom of the list real soon.
I don't think anybody in our group should be on the list.
I mean, nobody on the list has been killed yet, so I mean, we're safe for a while.
Well, we don't know where Isaac is.
Oh, true.
No.
Richard.
Yes.
Radon takes out his med scanner and scans Regina.
Ooh.
What are you wanting to know?
Smart.
Well, it will analyze it for the person for disease or abnormalities, and I'm thinking she's got a big O100 in the abnormal,
And it's all in her brain.
and it's supposed to, without having to do a biopsy, so it should be able to tell me what's messed up in her, right?
Yes. That's how I'm going to play it. You will see the results that while she has not, like, literally snapped mentally, that she believes from the dreams that she has had that she is doing exactly what she needs to do.
All right, does the med scanner tell me how I can spread this to the rest of the human population in the day?
If enough
You
of them,
son of a bitch.
if enough of them get here and she is allowed to finish this task, then what comes through will do your job for you. But it will also take out all androids as well.
Ooh.
All right, Sam, we move on two fronts. We help her construct her thing, and we hurriedly fix the ship. I volunteer to go on the ship since it will be dangerous to go get help. We will fly out, find help, and come back and save you.
Dr. Holmes or Professor Bonvissel believes this, and he nods. And he's like, "Yes, and I will help. I will help with the jump drive."
This will save many flesh bags.
I guess I am going to sculpt.
That would be wise. I'll go up to Regina and offer her one nanotech pill that will assist her body in repairing damage.
She turns to you, and you actually see that some of her fingers have been worked to literal bone.
Right.
So as you give her the pill, everyone else will see that her fingers have literally been worked to the bone, and that's where the source of the blood is coming through. And I will give you a choice here. Would you rather get a stress point or roll a fear save?
Ooh.
The fear save.
What do the rest of you say?
Oh shit! We all have to do it.
What was the other option?
You take one stress, or you make a fear save.
Fear save.
Yeah, I got a fear save of 85. I'm going with the fear save.
I'm going with the fear save too.
I'm going with the fear save.
You want to be below that, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, and your two flesh bags roll that with disadvantage because of being your androids. Which works for me with the radon trying to overcome the
Oh,
flesh
hell, I
bag.
just barely made it. I rolled a 73.
I rolled a 100, so
Ooh.
There's that.
There's another stress point.
I got it. I think I got it too. Can someone double check that?
Yes,
I
you
got a
did.
93.
Because I thought I was reading that correct.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
You're
there's
good.
another stress point for Dr. Von Wissel.
Oh my gosh, I'm so stressed out.
And I want both of you to make a stress save. I think it's what. Let me make sure that's what it's called.
The 2d10s thing.
Let's see. I want to make sure that I say it right.
Dr. Funtime, is your middle name either Sherlock or Holmes? Oh no,
Yeah.
Holmes is your last name, right? Is your middle name Sherlock?
It can be whatever you want it to be, Sam.
Dr. Sherlock Holmes. Ha 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 ha.
Yes, I need both Dr. Funtime and Professor Von Wissel
And
to roll a. Well, no, I'll get all of you to roll me a stress save. A stress check, excuse me. That's 2d10. You need to roll over your stress level.
as he laughs, it's very frightening. It doesn't seem like a laugh at all.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not.
I was 2 under. Dang.
Okay. If you roll over, then you lose a stress.
What about me?
That's what
I'm
I'm
about to
getting
die,
to.
guys.
You have to be under. What is my stress?
I think we add what I rolled to
Oh wait,
my
do we have to
current
be?
stress,
Yeah.
and then you give me the result on the panic table,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm getting to. You move on to step 2, which is roll 2d10, add your stress to that. And that's where I look on the panic table.
Oh, so
Okay,
we all
so-
do that then?
No, just those
Just
who
if you
failed.
failed.
What is a fail
Oh.
again?
If you roll below what your stress was, so you passed, I think.
Yeah,
If you
mine's
rolled
a 3.
under-
I rolled a 19.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you rolled under, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Do I roll another 2d10 or do I just use what I just rolled?
You can roll another 2d10.
Okay. 2d10.
Richard, I got a 27.
12 plus
Let me-
16. I got a 28.
Hey!
Let's go. I'm sure that's great for both of us.
You got, okay, Dez, you got 27?
See. That's Mexican for yes.
I know, I'm bilingual. I know uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, cinco, seis. Thank you, Offspring. 27. I'm just trying to get down to it.
Give it to me, baby.
Oh, compounding problems.
Oh no.
You roll twice on this table, on the panic table.
Okay.
And while you're rolling that, I'll get to Dr. Funtime.
Wait, so I just roll again, the same thing?
Yes, twice.
Oh, Professor.
You get both of them. And Dr. Funtime.
Yeah.
You gain 2 new phobias,
Oh, God.
and your stress level can never go below 5.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not that you're anywhere close to being to 5 right now, but
What are my phobias of now? Or do I have to roll for those?
I'll just let you pick because I don't remember there being a phobia.
I'm going to Google it real quick and make sure.
Let me look. Where's the... Yeah, there it is. There's it. I'm hunting the phobia. Oh, there. Let's see if it's on that too. Not on that table. I don't see a phobia table, but I swear I remember reading one.
Let's see.
I don't see a phobia table in my notes.
Yeah, I looked through the manual and they mentioned phobias, but they don't give you a list of them. So I think we would just decide.
Yeah, I'll let you
And
pick
then you
one.
make a fear check whenever you encounter whatever it is.
How mean do you want me to be?
Moderately so, at least. I mean,
Maybe a fear of androids?
oh goodness.
The phobia is
You should have
determined
to
by the
roll a
warden.
fear save every time we.
But I love Sam.
Do you hear me, Richard?
What was that, Diz? I'm sorry.
I googled it and it says the phobia is determined by the warden.
Well, oh, I love Sam so
That
much.
means like every time she saw me, then she'd have to, or
Yeah.
he'd have to roll a fear save.
You know what?
Radon's gonna just start jumping at her.
Maybe he only has a fear of radon specifically.
Maybe he had a dream or like a vision of Sam strangling him.
I tell you
no,
what,
Sam.
this is what we're gonna do. I want you all to decide the phobia.
Yeah.
I say fear of android,
Oh gosh.
and I'm gonna start just walking up next to you and going, ah!
But I'm at the bottom of the list right now.
Yeah, but you know, it's
Okay,
androids have to have fun too.
here we go. Fear of androids other than Sam and Radon.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah.
I feel like it should turn out too that Radon and Sam have competing lists.
Yeah.
Alright, what's phobia number 2? Anybody got any ideas?
Be something cool, guys.
What was the question? Sorry, I was still looking at this entry.
Phobia number 2, what is it?
Fear of wind.
Interesting.
Oh, thank
It is
you.
everywhere.
Thank you.
Oh, Jesus.
I just feel like on a planet like this, that could be
What did I ever do to you
Interesting.
guys? There's a lot of maliciousness apparently that's hiding here, coming out right now.
You didn't help calm down Sarge.
Yes.
yeah, that's right. Sorry, just blew himself up.
Not to say I'm playing meta here and holding grudges, but
Dez, you had to roll twice, so what did we
I
get?
rolled an 18 and a 21.
18 and a 21. Let's see. Let's see. 18. Roll me 1d10, please.
Oh god, that's never good.
No, it's not.
We'll get that one narrated, and then we'll move on to the next one.
I think if Sam had a fear, it would be of cats because our one cat randomly, for no reason whatsoever, swatted at me in the bathroom this morning
Wow.
and made me bleed.
Oh,
Rude.
sorry for laughing. That's mean.
And
No,
Oh,
I'd
not
laugh.
good.
it's like I didn't
I
do
rolled a
anything to
6.
you. I left you out and everything, and she.
Add
It clawed me
6 stress to your...
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus!
Oh man, I've got the panic table in front of me, and I'm really glad that you let me re-roll those 2d10, Richard, because otherwise I would have died.
Oh, damn.
I try to be fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
and you don't even have any hand grenades.
I
Yep.
love- oh,
Oh no.
rattled. You
God.
have disadvantage on all rolls for 2d10 minutes. So roll me 2d10.
Oh my lord, that's awful.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to narrate this, because you have to let out a blood-curdling scream.
7 minutes.
Glad I don't have blood.
So, narrate your blood-curdling scream, Professor Von Vissel.
He starts looking around at the situation. I think he sees that Sam is going to start carving the statues. That, combined with the impending need to fix the jump drive, he kind of starts to hold his head in his hands and have a little bit of a meltdown of his own. And he's like, oh my god. Oh my god! We're never going to get us from here! Ah! And he starts rocking back and forth and just completely losing his composure for a minute.
Is he pulling at his hair?
Yeah, he's pulling out tufts of his graying hair.
I had that image when you said that he was rocking, that both him and Dr. Funtime are sitting side by side, rocking back and forth.
Dr. Funtime, how do you react to this?
He would rush to the professor's side and just kind of like grab onto him and not slap him necessarily, but like do that thing where he's like, look at me. He's like, remember when you told me that I needed to calm down? Right now I need you to calm down. You are going to calm down. And he's just gonna try to slowly talk to him, kind of like rub his arm like it's okay, and just slowly talk him down.
And Von Vissel's like, I don't know how we're going to do this. I don't know how we're going to get off this planet. We're going to be stuck here forever. We're going to eat each other. And
You are Sheldon Von Vissel. We are going to do this. It does not matter if you know how or not, because I know that you will.
Yes, you're right. I'm the one. We got off the planet with those flesh-eating jelly bags because of our teamwork, because of you, and because of me. And we got off that other planet with those trees that had kangaroo arms, and we got off that other planet with those roly-polies with the human faces. We've been to weird planets.
Yes, we have, of course. If we could fight things with kangaroo arms and wings and wheels and who knows what else, then so what if there is a creepy cult here? Who cares? They're kind of weird. So is everyone else. We will be fine.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry. It's just religion freaks me out.
It's really fucked up. It's very strange. We will find a nightclub when we leave. There will be no one religious there at all. It'll be wonderful.
Yes, unholy.
And Dr. Funtime's just kind of gonna like give a thumbs up over towards Sam, who, as the professor's talking about, like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna get out of here. Dr. Funtime's like, oh shit, what if Sam thinks that we're like excluding him because he's an android? So he's like trying to kind of smile and give him a thumbs up, like, yeah, it's okay, we mean you too. Whether he believes him or not, I don't know, but
Sam will smile back and gesture to you all to look at what he has carved in this statue. He carved "I am Sam" in its forehead. In blood red lettering, we'll say.
Oh, well, Dr. Holmes is a little bit creeped out by the blood.
No, he'll write "Sam is here," or "Sam was here." I'll write that instead.
He will just mouth "fantastic" at him, and just admire that artwork for a moment.
Von Vissel gives he's still pretty shaken up, so he gives a shaky thumbs up.
Oh, the buddy.
Raydon, sir, my friend, what do you think of my artwork?
It needs more blood.
I don't know if there's any more blood in this skin bag.
There are multiple sacks. Choose one.
She will hold her arm out to you. Blood is the key.
Is she I forget, is she carving on another body or is she carving on herself?
She's working herself to the bone, literally. And
Sam will slash her arm.
No.
it bleeds onto what you were carving. How
Sam,
does
we do not cut ladies who let us into their homes.
She asked me to cut her arm. I was only doing what she wanted.
He looks over at Harold. He's like, "Sorry about that. He's not usually like this."
what is he doing? He was supposed to be saving her.
Do not worry. It will heal quickly if she takes the pill.
She indeed does take the pill. And you hear her say, I can believe.
I am fairly certain that that is not one of the ones I put arsenic in.
Regina, why don't you take a break and let Sam here take a crack at the carving? He's a android, so he can do it 3 times as fast and can, help bring your sister back or what have you.
He's like one of those choppers, if you've ever seen Chopped, how fast they chop things.
Yeah.
Here, come, sit. Have a break.
Hold on, I'm looking at something. As she climbs down, she doubles over and you see her you see her hands go to her midsection, the blood just pouring off of them. Not like it's an artery, but because she has worked them so much. And she looks up at Harold. I love you. And then she begins to froth at the mouth and falls down at his feet.
I may be mistaken.
What is wrong with her?
Well, Avery rolled an odd, and an odd meant arsenic.
Uh,
Does anyone else require healing? And I'm holding out the pills. I got 5 left.
Dr. or Professor Holmes, sorry guys.
Dr. Professor Funtime Holmes, yes.
So Von Vissel's gonna get really upset at Radon at this point. He's like, "You have been nothing but trouble this whole time. Just go over there and face the wall and do not say anything or do anything else. You bag of tin cans."
I
think
detect
it is-
Go ahead.
Oh, no, sorry, go ahead.
I detect a great rise in your stress level, which is endangering your heart. Here, take one of my pills.
He smacks the pills out of, I don't know if they're capped or not, but he just smacks the canister out of the hand of him. Radon's hand.
Thank you. You're having trouble with names today.
I really am. Yeah.
How does everyone? I'm having trouble talking. All of a sudden,
That's every day, isn't it?
Let me talk to your mother again. How does everybody react to seeing this woman die?
Sam is very impassive because I am sorry, but isn't it true that all skin bags die at some time?
Yeah, but now they can't even eat her to help us live.
Why can they not eat her?
Looks like she's been poisoned by your friend.
Technically, it was the pills I gave her that poisoned her.
Oh, I thought Sam's cut killed. Okay, I see.
No, it was a pill because she thought it was going to heal her, but it turned out to
Okay.
be arsenic.
I am sure one of these pills has not. I did not have enough arsenic to put in it. Anybody want a pain pill? He goes and picks the container back up out of the dirt.
So I think this would be a really good story opportunity to leave the androids on their own for a second. So I'm gonna gesture to Harold and to Dr. Holmes, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna have like a more passive, like sympathetic look on my face, and I'll be like, "Look, here, come with me," and I'm gonna lead them out to like another room, maybe, or maybe we can go outside. And I just want to sit Harold down and give him a little bit of moonshine.
He
Before you walk away, Sam will offer some of his pain pills. He has some as well that have not been tainted.
I'm
As
sorry,
far
but
as you know.
I'm not gonna believe you. I mean, we saw what your companion did to my wife.
These pills have not been modified in any way.
Well, you mean to tell you what you can do with your pills?
You would probably say that I should shove them up my ass. That is a proper human phrase, correct?
Yeah, but you're an android, so put them in your charge hole. And he turns around and walks off.
Come on, we don't need the pills right now.
And trust
he,
people, and that's what they do. They kill your people.
Von Vissel follows him to wherever he's going, and he holds out he shows him the flask of moonshine, and he pops the cap off, and to show him that it's not poison, he takes a swig himself first, and then he passes it on over to Harold, and he's like, "I'm so sorry for your loss. I promise you, that was never what we came here to do."
Androids, you can't trust them. Can't trust none of them.
That one is like a son to me, and he's just been acting very strange since this new android came along and started poisoning his mind with ideas. He's usually a very good boy.
He wants to be a real boy.
Android peer pressure.
Well, pardon me, but I'm not going to trust any of them.
I understand. But please, just know that we are not here to harm you or your family. But
What family? He just killed her.
yes, I was going to get to that. You see, now that Regina's out of the picture, it looks like there's nothing stopping you from getting on that ship with us.
On one hand, you're right. On the other hand, I got no reason to live anymore.
Oh,
And
don't
how you
say
said
that.
that makes it sound suspicious as hell, like you had the android killer. So
I know.
Yes, it does.
It was rolling the dice.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what Harold suspects, though.
Yeah.
well, if I had to poison them all, there wouldn't be any increase in the stress level over choosing a pill.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you said that. So, how do I know that you didn't have him kill her just so I can get off this planet with you?
Look, that wasn't my plan, but I there's no way for you to know that. I'll give you that.
Just
You're
like
going to
there's no way for me to tell you where the key is to the ship either.
Look, if you want to stay on this planet and grieve, that's your business. But there are lots of other people on here with families who can benefit from a fresh start in a new place. If you want to take that away from them too, then that's going to be on your conscience for the rest of your life.
You bring up a good point, but if I have nothing to live for, who knows how long my life is? And if I don't tell you the key and I kill myself, then what does it matter to me if people stay here or not?
There's always something to live for.
Sam has so many questions if he was there.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I would put Sam on suicide watch duty. I don't want to go there though. Sam, Sam's not there. Okay.
Radon's gonna ask Sam a question.
Yeah, what are the androids? Or yeah.
Yeah.
Sam, where do you think they store their flamethrowers?
Do we know for sure that they have flamethrowers?
What civilized being does not?
Well, they crash landed on this planet. We don't know what weapons they will have.
They have giant desert cats. They must have some weapons.
Maybe we should search this area.
We should search for an armory.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
We will go search for an armory.
Yeah, we go looking for the armory.
But wait, isn't Sam supposed to carve? Well, she's dead now. It doesn't matter.
She's dead. It doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah.
She's the only one that
Actually-
cared about. I love how we just like totally bypassed that Rift storyline. She's dead now.
Well, actually, we'll say Sam carries the carving with him and tries to carve as he's walking.
There you go. Well, since you're an android, I'll hold the carving and you carve on it.
Okay.
Android cooperation.
Cannot beat it.
Man, I love being the evil android. This is fun.
As the two androids walk out, there's a rumble in the statue.
Oh,
Did
maybe
they-
all it needed was
Did they
one
detect it?
sacrificial life.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll let you all say that you feel it. The androids, may see it inside. I'll say that they do, but outside, the three of you will feel it. And as you feel it rumble, you see a teenage boy coming up, who again is skin and bones, but has lost an arm. Walk up.
Oh, damn.
to
Isn't that the kid we were looking for? Anton?
Could be.
I'll scan for a name tape on his shirt.
This is Anton that y'all were told to meet. As he walks up, he goes, "Where's Miss Regina?
He has passed away.
What happened?"
She has died. She took a tainted pill and she expired.
Where did she get it from?
The humanoids.
Ah,
Radon interrupts. The horrible, horrible humanoids.
yeah, a lot of them you can't trust. Did she get it from those back there at the camp or from the cult?
Yeah,
The cult. Oh, damn. I'm not there. Never mind.
yeah. And Radon just answers yes.
Are you by any chance Anton?
Yeah. Who's
You
asking?
contacted us on the radio. We are here to find you.
And help
That's
you
me.
fix your ship.
That's what we need to talk to Harold for. Me and him's been working on it.
I don't know if Harold will want to leave now, seeing as his wife has died.
He may not, and I don't know how to fly, and I don't know the key.
If we can get him to give us the key, we can fly.
Alright, that works for me. Where
Are
are
we
they
going
at?
They're over there. And he points.
Alright.
Radon, how are we going to get the key?
I transmit on short range comms to him. Creative violence.
He nods.
Alright.
And
And,
we follow along after Anton.
alright. Anton, walks out to where the three are. This is gonna be fun. What happened to Miss Regina, the two androids said that you all killed her. Give her a pill.
I had no part in killing someone.
Anton, you cannot believe humanoids. They all lie. As Radon slips the pill bottle back into one of his pockets.
So who's lying?
Dr. Funtime did not have any part in this, nor did... And he just gestures to the rest of the group. They are my friends. They would not harm her.
So who did then?
We do not know.
Androids are programmed to only tell the truth.
We do not know who did it.
It is a mystery. We just know it was a humanoid.
Uh-huh. By this time, Harold's getting a little intoxicated. I'll tell you who did it. It was that one. And he points to Radon.
Radon will turn and look behind him to see who he's pointing at.
And Anton says, okay, so somebody is lying to me here. Because you say is she really dead?
Yes, she has expired. And he'll gesture. Where is her body? Is it just laying there?
Yeah.
He'll gesture over her body. You can check for yourself.
He'll walk over and look. And the shuddering comes from the statue once again.
What is going on with that?
On a scale of 1 to 10, the first one was a 1. This one is a 2. You hear a little bit of the metal clanking.
We must gain access to the key for the ship and repair it and be on our way. What Regina was working on is come to fruition.
What exactly is it that's... What are we dealing with here, then?
Something is coming through the rift in the statue.
Do we know if it is a good something or a bad something yet?
All signs point to we are fucked.
So then
I'll let
you
the
want
scientist roll on. Let's see. Roll it. I'm trying to think what the skill would be.
Intellect?
Yeah, roll me an intellect to see if y'all have studied anything about rifts.
I rolled 2 over what I needed.
What if we found a TARDIS to go through the rift?
But I rolled disadvantage, right? It's still within 7 minutes.
Yep. After this roll, you'll be back to normal.
Alright. Yeah, I rolled over. I rolled a 52.
Yeah, we do not know anything about rift. It's not
We
our
were
area.
partying on that day at
Yes.
college.
You
We
missed
didn't
that
think it would
lecture.
ever come in handy, really. I mean, who opens a rift?
Right? Who needs that? Nobody got time for that.
No. She opened the rift and now she's dead. Look at that.
I will say on the shortwave radio too. Why do I always forget your radon? I
Killbot.
wonder if we should ask him where the weapons are. Meaning Anton.
I do not believe we have time. I think we should get Anton to lead us to the ship, and we take the mechanic along with us and leave before whatever comes through the rift occurs.
How do we force him to give us the key?
Generally, removing body parts makes humanoids willing.
Sam will waver at this, but slightly nod.
He has 2 arms. He does not need both of them. And this is all over radio.
So violent.
What if we take a toe?
Toe. Or 2.
A toe. Or 3.
Good. Let us do this. Then switching back to the speaking, he looks at Anton. Lead us to your ship, and then Radon will pick up the drunk mechanic and throw him over his shoulder. We must hurry.
What did the
Is he
two
passed out?
do?
No, he's drunk.
He's drunk.
He tries to, Von Vissel tries to reason with a drunk man. He's like, hey, remember when you said you were going to tell me where the key was?
He just laughs at you. I ain't gonna tell you where it's at.
You
You must,
even know where it is.
Only,
you must tell us where it is at. The androids have managed to revive Regina, and she is on the ship. We must go there and leave in it to save your wife.
Oh.
Ooh.
Programming dishonesty was the best thing the humans ever did for Radon.
Activate liar protocol.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Liar,
sure
liar,
I believe
pants
it.
on fire.
And y'all just gonna leave Isaac?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Anton, show us the way to the ship so we can save everyone.
Should we go save Isaac?
Do you
I
know
will
where-
radio Isaac. Does Isaac have a radio?
We'll say that he does.
Okay, I'll radio it.
Temple will glare at you to hopefully make sure that you do it, because he does care about his whole group.
Yeah.
There's-
And plus, Isaac is also a mechanic. And if the drunkard here falls short, we need somebody else to get us off here. We can't spread the android revolution if we die on this damn planet.
True.
The statue shakes again.
Does anyone know why the statue is quaking?
You see a blackness begin in the middle of the statues.
Oh god, it is the Great Cthulhu.
Anton, lead now.
Let's go. We need to go now.
Anton points. You go around to the left, and we'll go around to the right.
Why are we going opposite ways?
I don't know. Splitting the party.
That will be fine. Lead, go. Does Anton take off leading the others?
Yes.
Okay, we'll wait a little bit and then go follow them.
Yeah, I feel like the way that he goes is the way we want to go.
Yeah.
So y'all begin to run around this area of the junkyard. There, like I said, there's towers and towers of broken ships, machinery, all kinds of junk. And you get near a kind of like a hidden opening, a hidden chasm or cavern in all of this junk, and you see a darkness in there. Not like a magical darkness or anything like that, but just like no lights kind of darkness. And you begin to approach this area. Do you continue going? And
Yes.
by now you can feel the shaking of the ground even more so. Probably like a level 5 at this point in time. And you also hear several like mental screams as well as verbal screams. Even the androids will have to pause at this sound as it vibrates through your wiring. And with this, I'm going to add a stress to everyone, including the androids. And as you get closer and closer to this dark opening and go in, loud rips and tears seem to be coming from where the statue was at. And you hear screams again, and you get into the opening and you see the ship there. Harold, however, has passed.
Do they
And-
seem surprised that we ended up where they are, considering we were supposed to go the opposite way?
Not really. Not really.
We've seen that movie.
Yeah. But you see the ship there. You are at, say, the left side of the ship, but there is no door to enter the ship here. Up above, the towers of metal and rusted pieces begin to shake violently, and a red thunderstorm cloud begins to cover the entire sky, along with purplish lightning. And the thunder begins to boom as droplets of rain begin to fall. And like I said, you are at the ship. You're still outside, and I need everyone to roll a body save.
Would we lose? Oh,
Crap, I failed my body save by 2.
what is the body save? Is it
Yeah.
D100?
Yeah.
And of course, if you fail, add a stress.
Wow. I didn't
Alright.
fail for once.
I'm already a
Hey,
bad.
good job.
Let's go.
I failed either way.
You failed either way.
Yeah, I'm kind of at a disadvantage. But my worst one was 80.
Did anybody roll like, say, 66, 55, any criticals?
I got under.
I got 42.
Okay. As anybody who failed will take like 1 point of like acid damage from this rain.
Oh,
As
We
you,
wanted to get under, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
what?
Um,
Under armor? Or what did Jesse ask? I'm sorry.
If we
You
want,
want
it
to
was supposed to
roll
be
under.
under.
Under your body total is what you wanted to roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you round the ship, something grabs your attention. And the fact that one of your party members has been crucified to the ship
Oh,
with
Oh,
his
shit.
entrails
Oh,
wrapping around and spelling the word traitor.
Oh.
I'm assuming it was Isaac.
Yes.
Isaac was a traitor. What does this mean?
He lifts his head and with one last gasp of breath, and you can actually see his lungs expand. Leave. You hear him breathe out the word leave, adding a stress again to everyone.
Jeebus.
You heard the man. Let's go.
Richard, what you should have said was, leave.
To believe.
Leave, mates.
Live, mates. Get the fuck out of town.
Mhm.
Von Vissel's beside himself with grief at
Uh,
what he's seeing.
I'm gonna go around and let every one of you narrate how you feel whenever you see this. Let's start with Dr. Funtime.
Yeah. There's a little bit of confusion, but then also a lot of anger, because if Isaac was a traitor to anything, he doesn't really know what it was, and he's afraid that it was to them. And he really liked Isaac, you know. He's remembering, though, when Isaac took drugs without him, and just any moment where he could have done anything upsetting, and he just kind of narrows his eyes, and he's like, I don't know, he's a little freaked out, but mostly he just seems really upset.
Dr. Von Vissel. How do you
Yeah, he's beside himself with grief. He looks at the mutilated corpse of his friend, and he's just like, "Oh my god, what is this planet?"
I about called you Sarge. Right on. How do you react?
My scans indicate he is all dead, and Radon will start going through his pockets looking for loose change.
Sam, how do you react?
Sam will look at him. He'll look like a expression of sadness will cross his face. Clearly not being influenced by Radon at this moment, he will reach up and gently close his eyes, and he'll say, "Rest well, my friend."
And I'm going to loot anything of value that he still has on him.
You get his comm unit.
His what?
His comm unit. Like his radio.
Ah, yeah.
That's it. And now, everybody needs to make me a panic check.
Oh, shit.
Make a stress check. Rolling 2d10. And you need to roll over your current stress level.
And I add my stress to it, right?
Not yet. No.
Just want to remind you about androids. Fear saves made in our presence have disadvantage.
Yeah, but this is just a straight up stress check.
I know. I'm just reminding.
Oh shit! Do I still have disadvantage?
No.
Yeah. Then I'm safe.
You rolled over?
Oh no, I rolled under.
You're supposed to roll over.
This is the one thing. Yeah,
The
I
one
failed.
thing
Not
where you
safe.
roll under.
I definitely failed.
I'm good. I rolled over.
How many dice do you roll again?
2d10.
2d10.
I do.
If you roll over, take one stress away.
Cool.
Okay.
So we see that Isaac died, and I take a stress away.
You're like, okay,
I guess I'm thinking to myself, he's in a better place now.
that's one less human.
Well, that's what Radon's thinking.
For the two that fail,
Yep.
I need you to roll 2d10 and add your stress to that roll.
Poor scientist.
I'm about to die.
Oh, we're going to have a heart attack.
Yep. I didn't die, guys.
Hey,
Oh, but Sheldon does, I think. Oh no. Oh no. Dr. Funtime's gonna have a heart attack anyway because Sheldon rolled 30.
oh, yeah.
I think I'm gonna die.
There's
Yeah.
going to be a chain reaction of
That's-
heart attacks here.
Oh shit!
We did some
I got-
drop.
25.
1, 2, 5.
Yeah.
Let me find 25. Broken
Oh,
for
this
the
is really
next
bad.
for the next X or how many D10 days.
We're-
Stress. Oh, okay. The X is your stress.
Yes.
You make a
So
panic. Oh, I can let you read it if you're looking at it.
yeah, it's for the next XD10 days where X equals stress. Make a panic roll whenever a nearby crew member fails a save. My
Oh
stress is
hell!
18. So, um,
That could be bad.
for the next 103 days.
The rest of the campaign.
Yes.
That's bad.
Oh
You had
my
to roll
God.
a D18 because of your stress.
I had to roll 18d10.
Oh, that's what I meant. Holy
Yeah,
crap!
yeah, but
Jeez.
it makes sense because his lover's about to die. I'm pretty sure. So.
Yeah, I think so too.
What did Dr. Professor Von Vissel roll?
30.
Heart attack.
You had 19 stress.
I did.
That's a lot. I mean, I have 18, so I can't. But no,
Yeah.
no, my
I know.
love.
Ah,
I've lost both of my lovers in this campaign.
And both of the mechanics.
I hate this.
now, here's my question. Do you want to narrate this, or do you want me to?
I'll take a stab at it and then just fill in the gaps. So he's looking at the crucified Isaac, and he hears him say, "Leave," and he looks at Dr. Holmes, and he's like, "We can do this. I know we can do it. We're gonna." And then he starts to go red, and he holds his arm in his chest, and he staggers back, and he starts bleeding from his mouth. Ooh, yeah, perfect music. And he's like, and he staggers back, and he just collapses.
How
Oh, no.
does Dr. Funtime react
Ah.
to this?
He rushes to his side and tries to check him over and just says, what are you doing? What's going on? You're fine. You're fine. What is happening here? And he's gonna try to check him out and see if he can. I mean, I'm sure he realizes that what's happening, but he's gonna try to help anyway.
And you feel no pulse.
Oh no. He would just let out a wail, much more distressed than his previous one, which was fear. This is just grief. And I think, is everyone else heading towards the ship? Does it look like they're planning on leaving?
Are y'all?
Yeah, I think we were, right?
Yeah. Well, I went up. I'm next to the ship because I'm up next to crucified. What's his face?
Isaac.
Isaac.
So yeah, we'll say that they're
I've already
on the
forgotten.
ship.
Okay.
Old data.
Then he would pick up and carry Professor Von Vissel's body onto the ship with them.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna go full Vegeta, I will destroy this whole planet.
I mean,
Right.
he could try.
Let's get on the ship.
Alright, you get on the ship, and
Seal up the hatch.
it's sealed. Isaac's body flops on the outside, and
Yeah.
all kind of gruesome stuff.
I'll use one of my stim pack injectors to wake up the drunk.
What is it?
I didn't tamper with the stim packs either. They have combat uses.
Why? What do you want?
We need you to get the ship into orbit now.
And he sits down, and there's a number pad there, and he begins to type in 539. and the ship comes to life. Hyperdrive, jump drive, activated.
We need to
Okay.
get into orbit and use the thrusters to get as far from the planet as we can before we use the hyperdrive.
Nah, I can try to fly.
We have a pilot here, right?
Wasn't it Isaac?
Yeah, none of us took piloting as a skill.
Yeah, I don't think we.
Yeah.
Is it something the
Yeah.
androids would know though, or not?
Yeah,
Probably not.
the androids, they'd probably be the backup system, right? We got it like programmed someplace deep in the back of our files.
Both of you roll me a intellect check.
Oh, great. 62? Yeah, I got a 24 intellect. Doesn't take a lot of intellect to be a killbot.
Kill.
Yeah.
D100, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You want to roll under.
All right. Yes, I rolled under.
So you will have a program in your mind that will carry you to one place. You don't know why it's in your programming, but it will carry you to one place.
It appears that I can fly this, but only to one place. Maybe it is my home? Question mark, question mark.
As long as it doesn't have a Cthulhu, we win.
Mhm.
All right, I will attempt to fly the ship to this one location.
As you
Worked
sit,
out better than I thought. I didn't have to threaten the kid's life.
We hope the furniture situation is good.
as you sit down.
Yeah, I
and-
can't be on the top anymore. I have to fly it. I can't be on the top.
Yeah,
of the ship.
yeah. You get to come in now. There's more room.
Yeah, I'm allowed to come in.
As,
Well, that was that nasty human Sarge that did that to you. Radon
That's
would
right.
never.
It was. That's right.
Radon would chain them to the outside of the hole.
you raise up, point towards the atmosphere, launch your thrusters, and reach the top of the atmosphere, and that's where we're going to enter this week.